Okay, so we're gonna call to order the meeting of the solid waste management. And I believe we have a forum present, we need to take a roll call of it. Okay, John's got it written down. And we do have Mr. Shubish, who is not with us, he's gonna try and join us on Zoom, he's got a little technical difficulty. So we have need a motion for approval of the minutes of October 24th board meeting. If everybody has time to review them, if they have, we can make a motion to accept the minutes. God bless you. If there's a motion to accept the minutes, you may stand seconded. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so we're going to move on to the treasurer report. John,
Everybody get a copy of the report. It's similar to what we just did last year. This is through November 30th, 2022. The second page shows revenue of $2,567,794. I think we're pretty much on track. We have one more solid waste fee that will be included with the December settlement payment. So at 56% will be more in line with 100%, I'm sure, at that point. Expenditures are under control. The total expenditures on page 3. The budget is $4,029,085, and the year-to-date actual is $3,346,508, 83% expenditures. That has a strict math thing. You probably expect expenditures about 90% at this point, with 11 out of 12 months considered. So I know the largest expenditure item is the curbside pickup, and I don't know if John did comment on that, where it's 89% of budget for that.
Yeah, 1 month ago, and we are pretty much right on target. We did have an estimator who started last year. They've been getting us to about $20,000. So it was in line with the contract, so nothing out of order. We are still good on that one.
And we did amend the budget a couple months ago, so we're on track. If you look at the year-to-date actual, then minus revenue, minus expenditures, for $2 million on page 2. Our ending cash balance is $2,774,776, which is really healthy cash reserve. It's very good. That's 82% of expenditures. So anytime you're over 50%, you're not spending. That's really well done by John and Randy for managing agency through the last several years. On page 4, it's kind of a summary long-term of how the revenue expenditures have compared, the blue line being the revenue, and the expenditures being the red line. Blue, that's typically always exceeded the red line since 2017. I think that's when the property tax, the fee was on the property tax bill, so that was a really good idea. I'm not sure if you had, you remember, John, you had that idea? Yeah. What's that?
Oh, of course I know that. You do it, right?
Yeah. So you?
Well, I never understood why a recycling district was sending out paper and envelopes and letters that didn't make a lot of sense. You know, we get 60% return, whereas we're at about 98% return on these right now. So that definitely helps a lot.
That was a $2.5 million good idea.
Yeah.
Then on page 5, you have your breakdown expenditures. Our revenue probably being higher. And not that familiar with how the HHW income comes in. Is that coming from you as well, or is that coming
When we get monthly from waste management, remember we get 50 from the landfill.
right?
That monthly. And then any other kind of income is just random, or businesses will bring us light bulbs or something, and we'll get $300 here or $300 there. We get money for scrap metal. We have a scrap metal dumpster that we take in, a couple $300 a month. It's just very sporadic.
Okay, that's good. And then on your page 6, you see expenditures. Usually on this, you see salaries and wages. It's the highest expenditure, but that's still for this agency. Actually, curbside pickup is the large expenditure, 56% of the total. want to go back real quickly to the,
Recording in progress.
okay. You have this partnership with the auditor's office and the treasurer's office, solid waste, and solid waste, gone ahead and doing service fees on a property tax bill of 25,000, and the 25,000 is fiscal assistance to the county. We appreciate that. That's all. That's paid for the year. So thank you for that. And then on the last page, jumping around on page 7, is the health insurance fund. And this has also been well managed by you and Gallagher and different consultants for the county. So we have a pending cash balance of $247,845. So I think there's 5 employees in the plan. So that's good. The highest annual expenditure year we've ever had was 2016. $176,856. So if even if we have a really terrible year, we still have enough in the health insurance fund to sit on that. So that's really good shape too. So you have any comments other than those kind of?
No, I was just gonna say, the only anomaly out of the expenditure wise was the 25,000 to the auditor, 25,000 to the treasurer, and that was the only difference. Everything else last month was right on track. We are spending a little bit more in December to load up with supplies because we did have some money left in our supplies line item. So as we speak, I just left with 3 semis in our parking lot, unloading all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna be good to go at the start of the year, as far as supplies. So that was one of our biggest expenses last year, is due to the freight costs of stuff. We had 25,000 in supplies, and we still have to be close to $25,000 in supplies. So, but I thought since we had some money left, let's load up, get the building full of stuff, and be ready to go.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, I forgot you're gonna do, I'll let Randy or yourself.
Well, yeah.
For
Thank you here.
Okay, then I will let Jonathan take over that.
So we have a new board member. And we've all met already. This is Dave Dahl, who was assigned to be on our board, and we appreciate you coming. Every time you have issues with getting forms, that we greatly appreciate it. Would you like to tell a little bit about yourself? Or?
I grew up over by Fort Wayne on a farm. I got on the state weight when I was 22 years old. I was transferred up here, which was great because I was Notre Dame fan. Spent 30 years in the state league, retired 11 years ago. I have a wife, 3 children, one in Elkhart, one in Indianapolis, and one in Carlisle. And each one of those have 2 little boys, so I have 6 families. And now I work part-time with Notre Dame.
Well, thank you very much for joining me. We do appreciate it.
No, I actually different field, transportation. I'm in charge of executive secretary. We drive all the things. Fun job.
Well, thanks again. I guess since Randy came here, I want to talk real quick about, on the director's report about the water. And to any of you that have ever been to our hazardous waste center after it rains, you will know that we literally have a lake in that. It's just awful. It's awful for the public, and it's certainly awful for when we have, as I said, 3 semis. What's even worse is when it dries out in that real thin, fine dust that starts blowing all over. So finally, last year we did the roof. This year we need to worry about that part out there because it's just really bad. So we had a company come out, drill some holes, and they're going to give us an assessment of why we're retaining all this water. So first of all, it's a layer of land. It has a nice little super hole right in the middle of it, and it just goes, but it doesn't go in. So we're going to have to do something. So there is going to be some money spent next year. We have the money to get that remedy. But when it's filled with water, the public can take it out, and we get tracked. So it's not good. So they just were out last week. That's just something we were consultants was just out last week. Drilled the hole. We haven't gotten the report back yet, but they did drill the hole. They literally drill holes to go down into they're gonna make an assessment, give us a push in the right direction. And then due to the cost, I'm assuming this is gonna have to, this might be behind us, the public works kind of thing. So that's gonna, but if we get filled, we get rain and spring, it's just really, if you've never been there, it's quite nice, it's just a lot of water, and it doesn't go away. So it needs to get, it's the next real thing. The roof was first, but it was, but this is the next. That process is starting, so we get some of that out of the way, Questions? Okay. After that.
Recording in progress.
Randy?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna shut one off. Is it better now?
Yes, it is. This is really good. Do you have any comments you'd like to make? We just went over the, parking lot issue.
Okay. There's also, John, did you mention the CAC?
No,
Yeah.
I talked to Mike about that. We're gonna do a little research before I bring that up.
Okay,
Okay, so we're gonna move on then to old business. Is there any old business?
actually, I do have something. Last week, between John and I, we figured out, I had originally stated that, and I apologize for my speech here. Today is the worst day of them all with this. I had originally put in that my last day would be the 23rd of December. Now that we're closer, we figured out that if I work to the 23rd, then pay is going to go into next year for 1 week. That was not set up to be like that. So what I would ask is that the board allow that date to be moved 1 week earlier to the 16th as the final official day that I would be paid for. Now, the fact of the matter is that given the illness, and we'd have done it anyway, I will still come in and assist John with whatever needs to be done to make sure the transition's right. It's just for perf purposes and clean ending to the pay for myself to move that 1 week sooner so that the official date would be the 16th instead of the 23rd.
Okay, is there any questions on that? Can we make that motion under old business or new business? Okay, I'm entertaining a motion then that we move the departure date from December 16th for the final official day. Okay, the motion has been made and seconded. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion has passed.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Lynn. Anything else under old business? If not, we're going to move on to new business. Any new business?
What we do, we have this new position change. Randy, you want me to go over that?
Randy, would you like John to go over the new position?
Yeah, if John could, since this is kind of his baby.
So we have a need for a full-time supervisor in the hazardous waste sector. In the past, there's been Randy, myself, and Randy Shea, and we're down to now just two. So we have a need for a new supervisor. So
have created a position basically being absorbed by what was formerly my position. The educator, every district in the state, or in the state has to have an educator. That's one thing that has to have an educator. The person goes out in the community, talks about the science. That has been me for the last 11 years. Well, as the director, we need an educator. And so we've come up with this job description of a HHW supervisor / educator. I was already assistant director, financial director, educator. So we changed that to be HHW supervisor, educator. And we've included the job description here in the board packet. And it's basically the job requirements of the educator and the job requirements of a supervisor. We've never had an HHW supervisor. It's always been Randy or myself. So basically, we just took the job description and put it in here under general duties. Now you may ask, is this something that it's going to go as an internal post for 72 hours? Because the employees have the right to get on this job first. And yes, we kind of have somebody who is interested in this position already. So that's a good thing. This is a gentleman who has worked for us for about 4 years. He is someone I look very highly forward to working with. If you remember, anybody who was on the board last spring, we gave this gentleman a one-time $2,500 bump. This is show thanks for the work that he did and to retain him because he's a very valuable person. So we're assuming he's going to then apply for this job. And then therefore, we would have our HHW supervisor educator. He's actually already been out in school with me already doing this job. So this is just the formality, I would think you might call it, of creating this position. But because it's a new job title, it has to have signatures on a new resolution. We're amending the salary. The salary was previously $58,750, and we're amending it down to $50 for this position. So it's not raising the salary, it's actually lowering it a little bit. Any questions as to what we're doing in market?
Okay, on the previous salary, was there more responsibility?
Yeah.
In that job, that was paid $58, or was it now paid $50?
That job line was mine. So I was the financial coordinator, the education coordinator, and the assistant director. So this person's not doing any of the finance. Okay, so that's like one thing they're not doing. That's why it's going down.
So you're doing education, two items.
Yeah. It is essentially a new position. This position's never been.
Is that 50,000 kind of in line with other areas of people that have 55?
Absolutely, yeah. We can look at Lake County, we can look at LaPorte County, Marshall County, really representative of what we do, and that is right where it needs to be. That's right on.
Any other questions about the job position?
We will then, next year, need a new HHW worker, because we're gonna be down to 2. Now, 2, if you go in the dead of winter, can do the job until one of them is sick or one of them has a vacation, and now you're down to 1. So we need to have another HHW worker, but that job's already in line, it's already part of our budget, it's just not being used right now. So yeah, we would backfill the position in that case next year.
Any other questions? Okay, with, no other questions for the board, then entertain a motion to amend, I guess, the resolution. 6-2022. Okay, is there a motion to approve the resolution as amended? All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion is carried.
I will need some signatures.
final thing with the board.
Now I was gonna say, while everybody's signing, if you wanna go on with the presentation of the 23 board meeting schedule.
Yep, so this is next year laid out. We know sometimes we need a little bit extra for the budget towards the end, that's why we see 2 potential meeting dates in August. Obviously, if everything looks smoothly, which we certainly hope it does, we will meet one of those. So this is spread out, but the first one is January 9th. So January 9th, we may or may not have new board members. We don't know. So I asked Mike, and Mike said that Sheila still can run the meeting on the 9th, and then we do election of officers again at that meeting. So hopefully we can get a good quorum on January the 9th. So that is,
And if we can't get a quorum, then we could stay in place until the March.
well, we probably try to squeeze one before March.
Yeah.
To get those officers.
Gotcha. Any question over the schedule of the election of members of union? If not, entertain a motion to accept the meeting schedule. It's been moved and seconded, all in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? This motion has carried. We're in the part now with, public comment. Any public comment?
I've worked with Randy for a long time, I've known him for a long time, and just want to say on behalf of myself, and I think we're part of the thank Randy for all the work that he's done, and how well he has nurtured people. I want to say we're really. Hey, that's what he said. You're welcome anytime.
All right, get better, Randy.
Yeah, Randy, I hope that you and your wife both get better here through the holidays, and know that we'll all be, thinking about you. And I'm sure we'll be seeing you again down the road for some time. Congratulations on your retirement. That's wicked. That's wicked. Okay, with that, make a motion to adjourn. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays.
Thank you.